Hey, it's Krs-one, or Internet Nobody, Chris. I hope everyone's doing well. It's been a while since I've had my voice in a video. I've been enjoying looking for and adding music to the videos that I've been adding and sharing on here. But I did get a request from a lovely person to have my voice in a video again, and I feel like I've got something to kind of talk about today, so here I am. I've been playing a little bit of trivia lately, and it's been very eye-opening to me in that I suck at trivia. I do very bad at trivia. Just the more and more I play this game, I feel like I expose how much of a dumbass I am, and I'm laughing at myself a little bit. I do feel a little bit like, oh my god, like why am I the way that I am? Or why am I like this? Just yelling at myself. Why am I like this? But I still enjoy trivia. I haven't really played it that much, so maybe these are just common sense questions, common knowledge questions really in trivia. I'm sure there's like certain like levels of trivia that are more advanced or, you know, easier than others and whatever like that. But I don't have a clue sometimes to save my life if it depended on that. I'd say about 80% of the time or more, I'm expecting to do awful at trivia. It's like, you know, that part when you're watching a horror movie and the scary part is about to happen, like the music changes and you get that that shiver up your spine kind of. Okay, it's like that, but a little less extreme of the reaction I have when a trivia question is being asked of me. I'm like, oh god, let me brace myself for this epic faceplant I'm about to take for this question. Like maybe there's a category out there in trivia that I'm kind of okay at. I have not found it yet. Like maybe we'll find it together and we can laugh about it along the way, but I have not found that category yet in trivia. History I am awful at, just awful. And even geography too. Like, I mean, one question this weekend was very eye-opening, not just to me, probably to other people too. A couple questions, I'm sure, not just one. But one about Calgary was very eye-opening to me in how how dumb I am, really. I don't know why I thought this, but I was under the assumption for just a real short amount of time that Calgary was in the States, and the Calgary Stampede is something that happens in the States. I don't know why. I've been informed of all the things regarding Calgary in the province of Alberta, the capital of Edmonton. Watch my dumbass have gotten those two things mixed up, but yes. And I'm sorry for anybody from or living in Calgary that I've offended for my lack of knowledge and of common knowledge, basically, just about Canadian geography. Because what happened? I don't know. I don't know why. I feel like I've got more useless information stored than useful information, or just information that's common sense. People refer to it like once in a while, or like day to day or whatever like that, or just have, you know, knowledge of or information of that thing. My information is just useless information instead of useful information. Like, and I don't even know if I have an example to go along with that, but just like hamsters. Okay, I could tell you about hamsters if you wanted to know about hamsters. I know a lot about information about that, because there was a time not too long ago that I was very into hamsters, and I had a hamster as well, and I had like a lot of information about like what things a hamster needs or things they can eat. all that stuff, what types of hamsters are out there, there's different types of species and all that stuff. I could tell you about that if you wanted to know about that. Could I tell you about Canadian geography to save my life? No, I couldn't. So like that, I guess that's just one example off the top of my head of, something that I know and have no reason or business to know, but I know it for some reason. Even the thing that I'm like, if somebody were to ask, what do I feel I know a lot of? I don't really know if I could answer that or have an answer for that, because I don't think there's anything that I really know a lot of or that much of, especially for the thing that I feel most passionate about. Kind of makes me question how passionate I really am about it, because I really don't know that much about it to begin with, which would be art. Like, I draw or paint almost every day. I do something in my sketchbook or on the tablet that I've been playing around with, like, almost every day. But I don't know much art history, if at all. I have a general kind of concept of art history and stuff like that, but it's not something that's off the top of my head. I don't really have a favorite artist from a certain time period. Like, I know art terms and stuff like that, but I don't feel like I could use them to, like, explain, like, I don't feel like I could execute it in, like, a sentence properly or confidently, I guess. It just would, I feel like, come out as a mess or a jumbled type of mess. I don't even know if what I'm saying now is really making sense, or it's just one big, like, word salad, honestly. But yeah, like, I don't know. It makes me think about that a little bit. I've only really had a high school art experience taught to me, and that's about it. Everything else I've just, like, trial and error, watched some artists do their thing and explain in tutorials, look for some tutorials of stuff to do, and try it out on my own, really. Like, but when it came to the, like, class education of it in high school, I always ended up checking out when it came to art history or tests and quizzes. I did awful at them. Not just in art class, like in really any class, I did awful at tests and stuff like that. But in the art class, I always ended up almost falling asleep when it came to the art history part, and wanting to just draw or paint, doodle something instead of, like, paying attention when I should have been paying attention. So that's it, really. There's no reason why I can't, like, actually learn or spruce up or really sit down and, like, invest time in certain things to learn more of, and then maybe even do better at trivia one day. But yeah, it just kind of makes me think about what I've actually been doing with my time and life, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. Trivia makes me think about a lot of things sometimes, just before I go to bed. And I think I had an anxiety dream from trivia. I don't know. I had a dream. Someone and we were running away from, like, monsters. We were going to get pizza and bring it back, and then all of a sudden monsters were chasing us and stuff. Maybe they were chasing us asking trivia questions, and I was just like, get the door, and yeah, so but yeah, I will do better at trivia, and I will come back here and tell you all about how awesome I did at trivia. One day. Not gonna happen anytime soon, but one day it will happen. I hope I didn't bore you to death. Thank you if you've stuck around this long. Thank you to any new people that are here. And don't forget, atheism is unstoppable. Bye!